Give me a quick video on assembling this compost bin we got from Amazon. I'll put a link below. Okay, here's everything that comes in the box. You've got 4 wall panels, 4 little doors that go here in the wall, the lid, assembly instructions and a composting guide, and a bag of fasteners. These are actually taped inside the box, so make sure to look inside the box for these. So this box is all the assembly instructions. So basically it just says put the walls together, bolt them together, put the lid on, and stick them to the ground. So this should go pretty quick and pretty easy. So the only decision to make is whether the head of the bolt or the nut goes on the outside, but this clearly shows that the head of the bolt goes on the outside. It's got plastic bolts and steel nuts, so I'm guessing they're galvanized or coated with something to prevent corrosion, but the black nuts are plastic, so I'll make sure to put the black head of the bolt on the outside of the compost bin. Okay, so that's it put together. Hardest part was keeping the kids from stealing the fasteners, but yeah, I went back and just tightened these up by hand. It doesn't come with any wrenches or anything, any tools, so I assume it just wants you to hand tighten. All it says is make sure not to over tighten, so I just hand tightened them, outside and in, make sure they were all tight. So now I just got to put these doors, they only slide in one way, just like that. These go on each side, and then the lid, and there you have it. It's ready to go install outside. I've actually had one of these for a couple of years in our backyard, and I'm going to show you why we need to buy another one real quick. Here's our old compost bin. As you can see, it got a little hot. We had to cut down some tree limbs and had some brush, and I burned it last weekend. And the day after, I decided to put the burnt ash into my compost bin, and apparently it wasn't all the way cooled off after 24 hours, so it ended up igniting and burning down our old compost bin. So, but yeah, like I said, we had this for a couple of years, worked really well, really happy with it. So as soon as it burned down, got on Amazon and ordered a new one, and looking forward to keep using it, hopefully for another 5 or 10 years or longer. So anyways, hope this was helpful. I'm going to transfer the new bin in, and yeah, like I said, we really enjoyed it. The composting bin that comes, or the composting guide that comes with the bin, it's a little booklet, talks about how to compost and everything, and it's really helpful. The only advice I have for placement is I'll probably actually move this out a little bit, because these doors actually open up. They're designed to open up. I usually have to get it with a shovel. I'll stick my shovel underneath and pop it up, and this is where you'll stick your shovel in here, scoop the dirt out, and put it on top to kind of turn the compost every month or 2 or 3. And so as you can see, I can get to this one good, I can get to the side one good, can kind of get to this one when the plants aren't growing, but I can't get to the back one. So when I install the new one, I'll probably put it in a little different place to where I can get to all 4 sides evenly to make sure I can turn it efficiently. But yeah, it's been great compost. Grew some tomatoes with it this year, and they were, the best tomatoes we ever had. Much better than my dad that bought some compost and potting soil from the store. So definitely recommend if you're looking to start composting, looking at the 65-gallon one. I'll put a link below, and yeah, hope it works out well for y'all. Thanks for watching. So I lied, I'm gonna put the new compost bin up against the fence also, just to keep it tucked away. So I've been doing it with the access to 3 ports, so I think this will be fine. One final tip I have from using this thing is every time you go and open it up to put compost in, make sure you always close this lid all the way. I usually have to kind of smack it on the top for it to close all the way around the four corners. Oh look, it's still open here. But I think that's important if you don't do that over time. You know, we've left the lid off kind of cracked before. If you leave it like that for like a week, it'll start to kind of shift and kind of lose its shape. So it'll get out of square. So always make sure you put the lid on all the way when you're done each time, and that'll keep it sturdy, keep it square.